Hello everyone, I hope you all are well and enjoy the studies. Today I am going to start a new chapter of class 7th, which is respiration in organisms. Let's get started our chapter. What we will learn in this chapter? First of all, about respiration, types of respiration, breathing, and respiration in animals. These all topics which we will cover in this chapter. So first of all, we are going to know about why do we respire. All living organisms need energy to carry out the essential processes of life, like eating, reading, writing, talking, or sleeping. This energy is obtained from the food by the process of respiration. The stored energy of food is released slowly during the process of respiration, which take place inside our body all the time. Respiration is essential because it provides us energy for the food which we eat and digest. So, respiration is a process by which the food is broken down in the cells of the body with the help of oxygen to release energy. So, since the respiration takes place in the cell of our body, it is called as a cellular respiration. As you see here in the reaction, glucose when reacts with the oxygen, it gives rise to carbon dioxide, water and energy. This process is called as respiration. Next one is phases of respiration. Respiration can be divided into two phases: external respiration or breathing, internal respiration or cellular respiration. First of all, we will talk about external respiration or breathing. In external respiration, an organism takes in oxygen from its environment and releases carbon dioxide. Organisms carry out external respiration in various ways depending on their size or and environment. For example, we will talk about amoeba. Amoeba exchanges oxygen and carbon dioxide directly with the environment through its cell membrane. But in a case of human beings and some animals, lungs are the chief organ of breathing. Other structures like important in breathing are chest cavity and diaphragm. The process of breathing consists of two steps. First one is inspiration, which means breathe in, and it is also called as inhalation. Second one is expiration, which means breathe out, which is also called as exhalation. Now we will talk about internal respiration or cellular respiration. In internal respiration, oxygen used in chemical reaction within a cell. This reaction release energy from food substances and produce carbon dioxide and waste as waste product. The reaction involved is given below. You can see here sugar when reacts with oxygen, it's give a product which is carbon dioxide, water and energy. This is all about the cellular respiration. Now we will talk about types of respiration. There are two types of respiration. They are aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. First of all, we will talk about aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration occurs in the presence of oxygen. It is a chief source of energy for all plants and animals. In this process, food is oxidized to produce energy. Carbon dioxide and water are produced as an end product. Here you can see the reaction. When the glucose reacts with oxygen, it will give rise to a product which is carbon dioxide and water. and give rise to energy. Now move to the second one, which is anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration takes place in absence of oxygen. It is not such effective process, but not a much amount of energy is released in this process. You can see here, when the glucose is breakdown in absence of oxygen, it gives rise to alcohol, carbon dioxide and energy. In anaerobic respiration, in our muscles cell, glucose is broken down in absence of oxygen to release lactic acid and energy. After a heavy physical exercise, we sometimes get muscle cramps or a pain in our muscles. The cramps occurs when the muscle cells respire anaerobically. The partial breakdown of glucose produces lactic acid. The accumulation of lactic acid causes muscle cramps. So as we increase the supply of oxygen, this lactic acid is breakdown into a carbon dioxide and water. Now, next one is breathing. Breathing is a process by which oxygen rich air is taken in and carbon dioxide rich air is given out with the help of respiratory organs. The taking in of air rich in oxygen is called as inhalation, and giving out of air rich in carbon dioxide is called as exhalation. Breathing rate. The number of time a person breathes in a minute is called as breathing rate. So number of breaths per minute, we can calculate the breathing rate. But when the person needs more energy, we breathe faster. More oxygen is supplied to the cells and more food is broken down and more energy is released. Now we will talk about the breathing in other animals. Breathing in insects. So here I am taking the example of cockroach. Cockroach breathes through the small opening in their body called spiracles. The spiracles are connected to the air tubes called trachea. The oxygen-rich air enters through the spiracles and passes through the trachea to all cells in the body. The carbon dioxide from the cells pass through the trachea and spiracles out of the body. Like this, the breathing takes place in cockroach. Now, we will talk about the breathing in earthworm. The earthworm breathes through its skin. The skin of earthworm is quite thin and moist. Gases can easily pass through the skin of earthworm. Earthworm absorbs the oxygen needed for respiration through its thin and moist skin. The oxygen is transported to all the cells of the earthworm by its blood, and carbon dioxide is diffused from the body of the earthworm through its skin. Now we will talk about the breathing in fish. As you know, fish live in water. So fish have a special organ for breathing, which is called as gills. The gills have a blood vessels which help in exchange of gases. This gills present each side of the head of a fish. Fish use gills for exchange of gases with their environment. To get oxygen dissolved in water, fish water through the mouth and pump it into gills. The water passes into the gill chamber through a gill slits. In each chamber, the water passes over the filaments. They absorb oxygen from the water and replace it with the carbon dioxide. The water then passes out through the gills opening and process is repeated. Like this, the fish do breathing process. I hope you understand these topics. Thank you.